This is the DNA Design DK62 Gearmaster for Studio Series 112 and Studio Series 114, otherwise known as the Transformers 1 Deluxe Class Optimus Prime and Deluxe Class Megatron from the movie Transformers 1. And for this review, we will be using, once again, the Hasbro version of the Studio Series Optimus Prime from the Takaratomi Japan market release version of the Deluxe Class Studio Series Megatron. So here are the contents of the upgrade kit. So let's begin with the stuff for Optimus. As you can see, you've got a new battle axe or energon axe, and it's way bigger than the old one, the stock battle axe that came with Studio Series. Look how much gorgeous this thing is. It's done in this really nice gold translucent plastic with some clear blue highlights. I don't know how they did that. I think they painted that on or something, but it doesn't look like it's painted on. Somebody explained to me how they did that. It's made of this crisp, really hard premium clear plastic. This one is a little, it has a little bit of a give, but it's not flimsy. I think that's for safety reasons. So this one, obviously, I think looks better than the previous one. All right, then he has a new blaster rifle, the generic blaster rifle that they get during the final battle in the movie. It looks pretty accurate. If you want a comparison with the stock blaster rifle that came with Studio Series Elita 1, you can see that this one is, I think it looks better. I don't know which one's more accurate to the movie. I think this is the one that's more accurate. It looks more like the Blocky's blaster. But this one's not bad, like I said. It's just that it's just missing a lot of paint apps and details, which this one more than makes up for. So I think this is the better looking one. I really like this one. Okay, and even it comes with a rack, and in this rack you can, I guess you can put the weapons. Is that it? Is that the case? The instructions tell you can mount. And then the battle axe, I think, should just fit in one of the pegs. Now, this thing is curious. I think they intended that for the stock axe, which is kind of weird that you want to keep this one still on display, even if you already have this one. So, okay. It's very kind of DNA Design to accommodate the Hasbro parts that way. And obviously, the other peg holes, they're really for the replaceable hands. So he comes with a pair of punching fists, a pair of relaxed splayed hands, which is cool, and this is not a pair. I don't think they're both right fists, pointy hands, the Captain America pointy hand and the flipping the bird pointy hand. No idea why they had to put this. Obviously, this is not for kids. Sorry, children. But he never did this in the movie, so not movie accurate. No idea why they did it, but I think it's a gag that they have for this kit, so okay. But this one is the one that's more useful. I think you can use that to point in his heroic pose. So yeah, no articulation on the fists though, or on the hands. They're just pegs, and most of the articulation are in the new wrists. Now, speaking of the new wrists, he does come with two new movie accurate forearms. As you can see, it's highly detailed. I think they did the bronze beige metallic paint better on this one. I think this is the color that they were trying to achieve with this pseudo yellowing plastic that they had on the stock by Hasbro. So yeah, I thought it was pretty cool, and you can see it's just on a mushroom peg. It's easy to replace on the body of the figure, and it allows you to transform the fist. It allows you to fold it inside the forearm and keep it hidden, I believe, during alt mode. So let me see if this works properly. Yep, it does fold in nicely so that you don't have those hands sticking out and holding onto his handlebars like that. So very, very nice. I think this will really elevate the figure, not just because of the engineering and all that, but even the aesthetic look and feel of the figure. And then moving on to the replaceable heads. The first one is the Battle Mask head. This is like a base head sculpt with the eyes, and then you just replace the face. It feels easy to do. I will admit the plastic does feel light and cheap on this one, but it's just the usual thing that DNA uses. The Hasbro does feel a little bit more premium. When you hold it, the plastic does feel more solid and heavy with the Hasbro version. But when you look at the details of the new sculpt, you can clearly see it's a little bit more movie accurate. I think that's how I tried looking at the screenshots and tried to rewatch the movie. I think this is more accurate. Can't really fault Hasbro for doing what they did here because they had very early designs of the characters. So DNA Design had the privilege and the advantage of releasing their products after the movie. So look at that. This is good. I like the Hasbro head sculpt, but I think the DNA Design does it better. And then obviously you can replace it with the other faces. He's got the poker face nonchalant version. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hasbro is going to release their own version of this when they re-release this figure. Maybe Takara Tomy will in a dramatic capture series or something like that. So I do like this, that you have the option for an Orion Pax or sort of unmasked Optimus Prime version. And then he's got a smirking look. Yeah, this one kind of looks like Orion Pax. So yeah, very, very cool. But to me, I think I'm going to go with the masked version. I really like him in the masked version, but maybe if I display him with the other figures, the nonchalant unmasked version will fit nicely. Okay, so let's try and assemble the pieces. We'll do the nonchalant head sculpt first. Does it peg in? Okay, that wasn't so hard. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. And then how do you remove this? Oh, there we go. Okay, let me do the other one as well. Okay, and then you peg the new one in. Okay, same with the others. Okay, let me just pop this out. Obviously, it's going to look different in alt mode, and the instructions kind of give us a sort of a picture on how it would look like. I don't really care about the alt mode. Obviously, the arms are going to be folded up instead of holding onto those handlebars, and you can mount the gun right there. It's nothing really spectacularly different, or it doesn't elevate the alt mode as much. That's why I don't want to show it off. I think it's a waste of time having the upgrades in alt mode. The upgrades were really designed for robot mode. This is where this upgrade kit will excel, and I love it. You can see there's articulated fingers on the gripping hands. You can actually have him mount the hold the blaster. There's a trigger guard that you can move up, so you can slide that peg and then fold the fists and hand. The fingers and this whole fist assembly does really feel cheap. I feel like over time this thing is going to go brittle, and it's going to be easy to break and snap off. So do be careful with that. You're going to want to, I mean, it's a third-party kit. You have to understand, they're trying to lower costs, and I really think that thing is going to snap over time, so just be very careful. So great looking blaster. I do believe this one's a lot nicer, more accurate than what Elita one has, and you can actually get him in that pose. Let me see if we can still get him in that pose. And oh yeah, he still looks pretty good. He can rock that blaster very nicely. Onto the weapon, the other weapon. Well, you could still use this one, I suppose, if you wanted to. The original stock of the Energon axe. I think that's still fine, but this one allows you to have it like come out of his arm. I think this one is this is what's really annoying with these peg holes. Yeah. It's a little difficult because they love to move around because it's a hinge. So yeah, I think this one looks nicer. I think it does look more accurate. Like in the movie, the axe just materializes out of his forearm. I like this new setup, and you can see right here, that's his, I think that's his fist. It doesn't materialize, my bad, it doesn't materialize from his forearm. It just, his hand moves out, and the thing comes out of his hand, like, and it just materialized like that. And I think this is the more accurate version. And yeah, so I mean, if you want the actual accurate head sculpt that he was in battle mode when he was using these weapons, yeah, you can have him do that. So yeah, these accessories are really meant to accentuate the robot mode, which I am very, very pleased with. It does elevate this Optimus Prime figure. It makes it a better, more accurate looking Transformers 1 Optimus Prime. All right, on to Megatron's pieces or bits. He's got a new cannon. My goodness, I think this one looks way more accurate than what we got with the stock with Studio Series. Wow, look at this. No comparison to this pea shooter right here. It is more accurate. Actually, this one's pretty accurate at the start of the movie, but at the end of the movie, when he starts really escalating things and he expands his cannon, it does look like the from the video game. I I think it's better. I mean, they're both accurate. It's just that this one, I believe, is the final form, and I think this one is the better looking cannon. Only thing they could have done to improve this is put a little bit more of pink shading right there, just so it's just energizing and just about to shoot out. So yeah, very, very cool. You can easily plug this in and replace the old one. It makes the figure like a bazillion times better, 100 times better because of this new, more accurate cannon. And then this one, you just the smaller cannon. It was supposed to be these guys, but these are more for the vehicle mode because they're way too long. This one is the shorter cannon, which we've seen in the movie. I think is a more appropriate cannon, so really makes him look much better. And then he's got these new head sculpts, just like Optimus Prime. The kit will have the base head sculpt and with the replaceable faces. I love this really angry Decepticons rise up. I mean, look at that. He also has his traditional, just the usual angry, like scowling face, like, you deserve to die. He stole everything from us. So this one's really cool. And they didn't make a poker face nonchalant version of Megatron's face, quite possibly due to the fact that I think they like this version of Hasbro. I like this nonchalant face of Hasbro, but the helmet I think is more accurate on the kit. This one's okay, but this one just looks more menacing. The kit's head sculpt just looks a little bit more menacing, and I think I'm gonna put the screaming Megatron head sculpt on because this one just really reiterates all his emotions, all that he's been feeling after that movie. So yeah, I think we're gonna use this one. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's just a little bit difficult to plug in, so maybe we can just plug it in first here, then sure we can just plug in the face. I'm being very careful because I don't want to break those eyes. And oh, it is tough to plug in. So yeah, even at this point, he already looks like 100 times better than the original because of the additional weapons and that head sculpt. But we're gonna try and improve it with the new hips. Don't know exactly how to do this prop. Oh, okay, so it's a mushroom peg, so it should, oh, scared me there for a minute. Okay, and then I guess you can just plug it in. Okay, I guess that's it. Is that it? Oh yeah, look at that. It's a more proportioned torso, and in tank mode, this thing opens up, I think, to allow for better spacing and all that. The instructions do give us a glimpse into how that doesn't really, like I said, it doesn't highlight the tank mode as much to me as the robot mode. So you can see right here, the tank mode is roughly the same. I mean, with the bigger cannon, of course, the extra guns, you can put them on the sides, and then the crotch piece is just folded just in front, like further front there. It doesn't really change the alt mode as much, you know, it doesn't give it a dramatic change to it, not as much as the robot mode. So we're not going to show off the alt mode. I think it's a waste to really display these figures in alt mode with the upgrade kit. The upgrade kit, like I said, Optimus Prime is really for the robot mode. So let me see if I can do this without ruining the figure. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Let's see if it will fit nicely. It should. Okay. It's a fairly easy upgrade to attach. I'm doing it on screen so that I can show you guys how easy it is, because some of the DNA kit upgrade kits, they required a lot of tools. You need some tools to pluck out the pins here and there and what. So this one's pretty straightforward. We can get rid of this, or no, maybe we can just keep it there. This thing's pretty straightforward. I do like how easy it is to just replace the parts and pieces here and there. And as you can see, he's much taller now, a little bit taller than Optimus, by a couple millimeters. But what's important is the hips are now a lot more proportioned. It doesn't just like it just juts abruptly from the abdomen with a very high crotch piece. Now there's a few couple 3 millimeters lower, and I do like it. I do like the new proportions, and yeah, this kit really dramatically changes the aesthetic look and feel of these figures, making them a little bit more accurate, or actually extremely more accurate than what the Hasbro products did. So yeah, great molds all in all, but the upgrade kit just really elevated these figures, and I am just very pleased with the way this kit turned out. So the main reason why I couldn't push the face all the way in with the angry screaming face is because they didn't assemble the face properly. See that gap? It should be flush like this, but unfortunately, quality control issues just follow me anywhere I go. Even with the third-party companies, the quality control issues just follow me, and I just can't win. The toy universe just absolutely hates me. And so some final thoughts on this DNA Design upgrade kit for Studio Series Transformers 1 Deluxe Class Optimus Prime and Megatron. I really think this is one of their better products. This is something that really elevates these two figures and just really makes them more screen accurate, just makes them pop, just makes the figures overall look much better than the original Hasbro version. Take nothing away from what Hasbro did. They were pretty solid figures to begin with, but DNA Design just tweaked the molds a bit, giving them better accessories, better head sculpts, and ultimately giving them a more accurate look. They look amazing with the rest of the crew, with Elita 1 and Badassatron, or B127 Bumblebee. Maybe in the future they can give Elita and Bumblebee their own upgrade kits. This is one of their better sets, and it's been a while since they've had a really good one, and I really love this set. So there you go, folks. Let me know what you guys think of this DNA Design DK upgrade kit for the Studio Series Transformers 1 Deluxe Class Optimus Prime and Megatron. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Orion Pax, your noble sacrifice for the greater good has proven you worthy in the eyes of Primus. He entrusts in you the future of Cybertron and the matrix of leadership. Megatron! Arise! Optimus.